Hi, my name is Darshil Patel and I'm going to show you my Tom project. So let's start with the cloud formation script. So this is my cloud formation script. As you can see that I have defined several parameters which is going to be used in this script. So first of all, this is the stake name which I'm going to use in my Elastic Bean environment for my front-end application. So I have created two different applications. One is for front-end, second is for the back-end part, and my front-end is deployed on Elastic Beans. Second parameter is the code bucket name. So it's basically where my code is placed on S3 bucket. So and its name is Tom Project Code, and this is for the reference of my backend file name, which this script is going to use to take the code from the S3 bucket with the file name backend.zip. And it goes same for the front end part. So here is the reference for the front end code on S3 bucket. So now this is for the cron job that I have set for my application. So basically I'm building a temporary file sharing application, so where people will be uploading their files, and the unique access code will be provided to them without any authentication. And when they want to share this file to other people, they will generally share that access code, and other people will be able to provide that access code to my website, and then they can download that resource or a file. But the catch here is it is that it is only temporary file storage, so it is not going to be there for forever. And at every 24 hours, if the file is in the S3 bucket for 24 hours, then after 24 hours it will be the user will be unable to access that file. So that's why it's called temporary file sharing application. So basically this is the code for the Lambda which I'm going to provide in the cloud formation YML when I create Lambda. So that's a reference to that code. So this is the EC2 key pair which already exists in my system, but I don't really need this because it's only for debugging purpose. The other details as a parameter are just like they are AWS credential, as you can see. So what resources I'm using in my application? So first I'm using S3 bucket to uh, store my files, store the files of the users on S3 bucket, and then I'm using DynamoDB to store the metadata of those files. So this is the script for that. So this is the table name, files metadata, and this is the partition key for the DynamoDB, and this is the read write capacity. By using this, the DynamoDB will be created. So now let's talk about S3. So this is my S3 bucket which will be created when I run the script, and all the files of the users when they upload to the application or the website, it will be stored in the S3 bucket, and the metadata of those files will be stored in the DynamoDB called files metadata. Now I have attached the bucket policy so that user can upload their files and they can get their files back using a public URL when they provide me the access code. So that is the policy for that, and I have provided it that they can get the resources. So that's why I have provided here star, so they can access the object using a public URL. So yeah, this is for the Lambda. So this is here I have defined a Lambda called cron work. So basically it will do it is going to take the code from the S3 bucket which I have mentioned here, and then I have also provided the permission so so Lambda can execute properly. Uh, Also, this Lambda function will be called by the event bridge. So that is one of the general service that I have used. Um so basically, at every single minute, the Lambda function will be triggered to check if there is a file which is already present in the system for more than 24 hours. If it is, then the cron job scheduler is going to change its status from active to expired. This is the permission for that permission for to execute the lambda function to the scheduler. So yeah, so and this is my SNS topic. So I have used SNS in a way to get the queries of the users or the feedback. So basically the user will come to my system and then they are going to like go to the about us page and then gonna ask some question or maybe give me a feedback about how my website is. So that's where I have used the SNS topic. I have already provided my subscription, so whenever I run the script I have to subscribe, otherwise stake is going to fail. Also, now let's talk about the backend part. So this is my backend part. This I am here providing the credit, providing the configuration as a T2 micro, also providing the key pair for debugging purposes when I was working on it, and this is the name of the instance. Also, I am setting a credential, AWS credential, which I am passing in the parameters, and I'm storing that in the my EC2 instance because my backend is running on EC2 instance. So this is the script for that. It is basically creating a AWS credential file in the system, and then my code is going to access that file when this is the line for the getting the code from the S3 bucket, and this is the code for running the application in the background. So these are the things for the backend part. And for my backend I'm using Express JavaScript server. So for that this is the API gateway I have defined so that I can map those to each individual API hit points. So this is the name of my API gateway, which is one of the network service. um, and I have set it to the regional part and named it as a backend server. Then I have created three resources. So one is for the normal testing part when I was working on it, and this is for the feedback when the user fills the fills the feedback or the inquiry form. This is where it's going to be used, and this is for the status to get the status of the file when the user provides an application to get the status of the file. So these are some methods that I had previously created, but they are not necessary right now. Um, so this is the testing method that I had created to check if the API gateway is working when the everything is deployed. So this is for that. This particular method is for the feedback. So user will like able to post the feedback so that I will receive the SNS email, and this for the status part where they can basically um, check the status of the file with the time. So this is how I'm mapping these things. So this I'm here providing the HTTP endpoint and the method which I want to like hit to. So and I'm also defining the like course course information. For that I have also created the option method so that I can avoid the course errors. So this is the feedback option method for the feedback API, and this is the backend option method for the testing API, and this is the option method for the uh, this is the status option method for the to check the status. But these all three methods are same. The only difference is that the resource is given is different, because each resource needs to have option method in order to avoid the course errors. So this is for that. Now here I'm deploying those API gateways, and this is the stage name, and this is the part where it gets deployed. Says okay, this is the unnecessary part, and again this is for the feedback API, and this is for the course deployment method, and this is for the backend part. backend option, yeah, backend API, which I have created for just for the testing purpose, and this for the status of the file, to check the status of the file. And yeah, yeah, this is it for the API gateways. It's pretty much same. They are just the different names and the different URL mentioned here in the this part. So yeah, now let's talk about the Elastic Beanstalk frontend. So I have named my application File Share Web App, and this is the environment for that. And for that, the stake name I have provided initially in the rep parameter. Um, and here I'm using a tier 2 web server, and this is the application version which I have defined right here. So this is it's going to use, and it also knows that this is where from I should take the code. um, so it is referring to that. So, now I have set some of the small configurations, for example, like service role, lab instance profile, which it is required for in order to run the run and deploy the application. And this is the single instance tab because I didn't want to consume a lot of credits on my AWS account, because I have very less credits. And um, this is the what kind of image I want to use. It is for that. And the storage capabilities. This is for the environment variables. So all of these are the environment variable which are like mapped with the code. So whenever I will like hit some particular API, it is going to like can map. It is basically for the integration of API gateway in the front end, so it can hit the backend part. This is the lab role that I have assigned. Yeah, one more thing. In order to upload the file, I'm using EC2 instance, actual, actual Express Server API, because using an API gateway, it was taking too long time to upload the file, and it is not very convenient. So in order to make the process faster, I have directly uploading file to the Express server instead of using the API gateway for this particular API, which really did increase the overall performance. Yeah, so this is it for my running script. Now let's yeah, and this one is for the output. When once the front end environment is deployed, and it is going to give me the output, which will have the link to the Elastic Beanstalk environment. So now let's I'll show you the deployment. So this is, you can see don't have any stack. Now you can here see that I don't have any like S3 bucket created. This is for the code where I have put my code here. There is no tables currently available in the system. Also, there is no lambda function called cron work. It will be generated later on. Here there is a one SNS topic which is default. Also, there is no API gateways present here currently. So yeah, and for the environment, there is no environment available. This is the default. This is the old one. And there's no EC2 instance created for currently. So I'm gonna run the script, and I'm gonna upload and gonna subscribe to the SNS topic, and then I'm gonna explain you the code. And once the cloud formation is done, I'll get back here and show you my application. So let's go and um, run my YML file. So this is, there should be term project cloud formation. Okay, it's lab role, next, and then submit. So I'm gonna get an email for the SNS subscription probably. Yeah, I will quickly subscribe, and then I'll go to the code so I can explain you what I have done. Till then we will wait for this to be formed. So as you can see that everything is being built. So till then I'm gonna go to the code and explain you what I did in the code. So basically I have created this app.server file. This is my backend express server, which is going to be run uh, on the EC2 instance. So this is the one API hit point, which is the post request, and this is the hit point. So upload, and it is going to upload the file, and then uh, it is going to store the files metadata in the DynamoDB, which is the another API in the on the same server. So this is the store API, and it is what basically doing is accessing the DynamoDB and storing the information there. And this was the file status. So here I'll be able to see the status of the file, and basically I can download the resource when this API returns me the public URL on a front end side. And yeah, and if the file status is expired, then it is going to delete the particular file from the S3 bucket. This particular API hit point is for the SNS topic, which will be published to which will be published, and the subscriber will get the notification. In this case, I am the owner of the website, so I am subscribed to the feedback SNS. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the backend part. And for the front end, I'll just show you the main part. So this is my component file, and this is here I have used upload. So this is from where all the upload functionality is present. So here I have passed the information as an environment variable, which I showed you in the YML file. So this is it, and this is where the API hit point hits, and the data will be transferred from front end to the backend part using API gateway. For the particular upload, it will directly upload to the Express server, but the other hit points, for example, let's say feedback, so it is going to hit the first API gateways, and then it is going to the Express server, and then Express server will return particular response to the front end part. So this is it, and there's not much particular in the code part. So let's see the application if it is ready. Yeah, so now it is ready. Let's go to the output part and hit this part. Uh, yeah, this is the my okay, this is my application. So I'll just put my email address maybe. No, this will okay. Yeah, then hit, and then I'll choose some file, maybe the smaller one. Let me go to the picture, maybe select yeah, this part. Okay, and then upload. So basically this file will be uploaded and the unique code is generated. I can copy this, and then I can go to the this part. But okay, now let me just paste it here and then submit. Is so it's basically show me the time and the resource. So once I click on this, and I will be able to access to my file. Let's try it with another file maybe. uh, I again have to mention the email. Maybe let's upload some bigger file this time. Yeah, maybe this. Yeah, and upload. It's an exe file. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, close the download file, and then again hit, and then hit. Okay, yeah, it's working now. It's being downloaded, as you can see. Okay, another part is contact us part. Here I will, let's say, your website is awesome, submit, and I'll go to here this part. Okay, here I'm getting the email. Your website is awesome. And for the resources, yeah, it wasn't created previously. Now as we can see here, it's created. File metadata is created, cron work is created, and it is being called every single minute. SNS topic, it is there. API gateways are there probably. uh, let me go to the build, and then I have to go from inside, then I can see those API gateways. Yeah, this is the word. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.